What is going on with Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo?
I'm so sorry, but why do they look like this?
ED Reddit is literally also concerned. What is going on?
They look like they are being deprived of something.
Label executives were telling Cynthia Erivo that she was too large to be a star in America. Now she has lost a drastic amount of weight.
I think we can all agree that the biggest thing in movies this year is going to be the Wicked movie, which I know Ariana Grande is too happy about because she's been waiting for this moment, but people are concerned over her well-being. Now, in this new era of Ozempic where everyone is skinny and bobbling their head all around LA, it does make me question if there is a fine line and if celebrities know when to stop using this drug. I mean, we talk about it so highly, like, oh yeah, Ozempic, now she's skinny, but essentially this is a drug, and drugs do breed addicts, whether it's like, you know, you're addicted to the meth high, or you're addicted to that Instagram selfie skinny high. It's still a high. Now, I'm not saying Ariana Grande is on Ozempic. I'm going to go ahead and say what the Daily Mail reported. Ariana Grande looked notably thin during a promotional photo shoot for Wicked, and there are growing concerns about her appearance at the recent LA premiere. A lot of people are looking at these photographs of her on the red carpet, and they're worried that maybe she's been pushed past her breaking point. I mean, Ariana has to be putting in a lot of work to maintain her beauty line, her music career, now her acting career. Granted, she's got a lot of people on her team. She's not doing it all by herself, but she's the point person. So it is a lot of work. Like, let's be real. I don't think her role on Nickelodeon in Sam and Cat or Victorious prepared her for Wicked. Fans have been expressing worries about her weight and appearance. One person wrote, she's skin and bones. Okay, leave her alone. That's so mean. I feel like that's one thing. Could we just remove that saying or phrase from our dialect? Is it dialect or language? Or our vocabulary? Or would it be our dictionary? Not a dictionary. Another person writes, Ariana looks unhealthily skinny. A third person asked, has Ariana always been this damn thin? Which, again, we don't need to be speculating on someone, but I do think that this is rooted in concern about, oh wait, hold up, that's not the same Ariana Grande I know. Is she all right? Quote, I love Ariana and I don't think people should comment on other people's bodies, but there's no way you can look at her and not think she's not healthy. I really hope that she's doing okay. And the comments continued on Twitter. One person wrote, I know that she's been slim all her life, but seeing her now is worrying. She is so small. Another person posted snaps of Ariana Grande posing with her co-star Cynthia and sarcastically quipped that they were both having a skinny off, which we are going to talk about this in a moment, but it does seem like both of these leading ladies are feeling some kind of pressure to be perceived some kind of way.
I'm so sorry, but why do they look like this? This is not method acting. Don't let anyone tell you this is method acting, because not one time in this movie there was nothing in this movie that should let them look like this. They look like they are being deprived of something. Why do they look like that? Cynthia Erivo never looked like that. She looked healthy. We all saw her in other projects. She never looked like that. Ariana Grande, I already knew she was getting a little bit on the skinnier side, but this is crazy. I'm so sorry. I am so scared. I feel like this movie has a curse and I don't think they should film it, but that's just me.
We all have bad habits, myself included, and sometimes kicking them seems impossible, especially around the holiday season with that stress and those daunting New Year's resolutions. Well, that's where Fume comes in. Fume is a flavored air device that's designed to fill the void when you're trying to break free from an old habit. What makes Fume awesome is that there's no nicotine, there's no vapor, there's no batteries. It's not a vape, just pure non-toxic flavor. You simply draw through the device and the flavors come to life, and they've got plenty of options like crisp mint, cinnamon hearts, and orange vanilla. It also doubles as a fidget with a magnet function and adjustable airflow. So if you like messing around with things like I do, then this will come in handy. With Fume, you can enjoy flavored air anytime, anywhere. No charging, no refilling, or stressing out about your next habit fix. And right now, for the holiday season, you can give the gift of better habits this with Fume. Head to tryfume.com/Sloan. Use the code Sloan to get yourself a free Fume topper when you buy yourself the Journey Starter Pack. It's the perfect addition to make your gift even cuter with their little topper. I mean, how can you resist? And if you're lucky, you could win one of Fume's limited time edition gold-plated devices this holiday season. Again, tryfume.com/Sloan. Or you could scan the QR code on the screen or visit the link in my description below. I've made it easy for you guys, so there's no excuse. Go and grab yours now. Thank you, Fume, for sponsoring this video, and enjoy. One person wrote, "No hate, just asking, were they starving during the film process or what? Quote, they look hungry." And the third added, "Get these ladies a hamburger," which another saying I would like to remove from our language, like oh, she should eat a hamburger, because I actually love hamburgers. And talking about this right now, it's like 7 a.m. in the morning, and I would, the way I would down a smoked burger, like I don't even want it medium. I want it well done. I want it blackened, smoky, like it tastes like it came off the grill, and the bun a little bit crunchy and buttery, you know. Oh my gosh, it's 7 a.m. and I would mess up a burger right now. So let's get rid of that saying too, because people like me who are easily triggered will just become hungry when you say that. It's all jokes, but this person asks on social media, are they okay? Were they passing out Ozempic shots on set? Another added, "These two, particularly Ariana, looks miserably thin." Another adds, "Ariana and Cynthia look scarily thin and unhealthy. How can someone not worry after seeing them?" It actually kind of reminds me of the concern around Eugenia Cooney. You guys may recognize her on social media. Actually, I've got a podcast titled the Let's Get Into It podcast. If you have not heard it before, shoot, then that's impressive, because I've been trying to promote that thing on this channel for so long. But she was my first guest on my podcast, and if you know Eugenia, you've seen her on the platform before, and people kind of have a similar sentiment about her well-being as they do in this case. Another person writes, "So at what point will her fans realize this isn't what healthy looks like on any human person?" Okay, this is a little bit on drastic, you know what I mean? But this photograph also does seem a little bit harsh lighting. It looks like this was taken in Sydney, as you can tell by the background. Look at me. I normally would never know this kind of things, but I know that's Australia. Now, I remember in 2023, there were these conversations of Ariana Grande looking sick. Maybe it was early 2024, but just not looking well, looking pale. She was blonding herself for Galinda, and she actually did talk about her weight while people were speculating. And I wanted to go back in time and bring up this clip again, since this is becoming part of the conversation now that we're worried. Now, here's that clip of Ariana Grande.
There are many different kinds of beautiful. There are many different ways to look healthy and beautiful. I know personally for me, the body that you've been comparing my current body to was the unhealthiest version of my body. I was on a lot of antidepressants and drinking on them and eating poorly, and at the lowest points of my life when I looked the way you consider my healthy.
I do agree with her sentiment that people's bodies change and they morph. I mean, I would say if you go and look at my videos like a year ago, I had so much more swelling and cortisol on my face that I look very round. And now some people I've seen on Instagram, they're so mean on Instagram. They're like, you look sick, you look ill. And I'm actually probably the healthiest I've ever been, but I just don't have the fullness in my face that I used to have. So now I look like I'm a hollowed bone Ariana Grande type, you know? But do I actually? Like, ooh. I was always so worried about just being heavy growing up, which I don't think, obviously, you know, being obsessed with the opposite isn't the healthiest either. However, people on social media are quick to stand up for Ariana Grande, saying that she's been thin her whole life. Like, don't try to make this a story now. This person wrote, the amount of body shaming in the replies is disgusting, which I add, quote, there's a difference between genuine concern and blatant body shaming. Both ladies look stunning. And that's kind of where I'm at. I mean, I think that they look great. I'm just kind of like, wait, whoa. And plus, there are the rumors going around Hollywood. One person wrote, leave these women alone, while another confessed, as a person who looks like this and is healthy, these comments hurt me a little, I'm not gonna lie. Now, even though Ariana Grande is getting a lot of attention for this movie, her co-star Cynthia is also getting her fair share of attention. Well, whether it's wanted or not. Now, there's a reason why that person on social media brought up this skinny off, because some people are saying that maybe Cynthia and Ariana are competing to see who will float away first. Obviously, that's, I mean, if there is something serious going on, my heart is going out to them, because I feel like Hollywood has these sick, nasty pressures. And now that there is Ozempic, I'm sure the executives are like, hey, like, there's no excuse. Like, if you don't take this shot, I will stick you in your sleep. Like, I will shoot you like you're a bear in the woods about to be tranquilized. Like, you're gonna get skinny. I'm really honest with you guys. I have not tried Ozempic. As someone who has acid reflux, like, I've got hell brewing in my gut. I'm a little bit scared of it, because the girlies I know that do it, they've got acid reflux. Like, they're just spewing acid. Obviously not that dramatic. You guys know me. I'm the drama king over here. Cynthia recently revealed to the New York Times that she and Ariana Grande contracted COVID. They had to pause filming. There was a time where she got sick, and then I guess Ariana got sick as well. She claims they worked themselves to the bone. Quote, at first it felt like an interruption, and then as it went on, it felt like the rest of us needed it. We worked ourselves to the bone. I was really grateful, because the next thing we had to do until the strike happened was defying gravity. And it felt like the universe was going, you need your full strength to do this. And again, talking about the song performance, Defying Gravity. One of my favorite TikTokers put out a blind item about Cynthia and how executives were trying to pressure her to be thin, that they wanted to have another artist, I guess, in the realm. Like, essentially they brought up Tyla's look, that they wanted Cynthia to look like this, which is a pretty extreme request.
This is a blind item that came out last month, but I think it is really relevant now, because it was allegedly about how label executives were telling Cynthia Erivo that she was too large to be a star in America, and now she has lost a drastic amount of weight. Everything here is alleged, not confirmation of allegations, and for entertainment purposes only. This foreign-born actress, Cynthia Erivo, is A- list in her home country, and probably A- list as a singer too. This week, while in the country for the big awards, she is trying to get label bosses here interested in her and has been doing showcases. She is a great actress and singer. She is maybe a size 6, and the labels have been giving feedback that she is too heavy, and apparently that is what we are going back to now. One quote was that we want a Tyla and not a Jennifer Hudson or Kelly Clarkson.
Now, recently I posted an Instagram reel, and chef's kiss, it got like over 200,000 views. Hey, I'm really trying to get 100K on Instagram. I don't think I'm not, okay, not me putting out bad energy. I'm going to try to get it by the end of the year, though, I'm not gonna punish myself if I don't. But I posted a reel on there, and it went, it got a lot of views, because it was about how these Mattel toys being sold by Wicked link to an adult website. I don't know how else to say it. A PORN website on a child's toy. I mean, could Hollywood get any sicker? Mattel pulls thousands of Wicked dolls off shelves after printing adult web address on the packaging. So on these dolls, it looks like they linked to wicked.com, which I'm not saying to go there right now, guys. Actually don't, because I did, and you're going to see some things. But this website goes to this inappropriate content, and it's pretty easy to access. And I know there's going to be some people in the comments below being like, oh my gosh, the kids are not reading the box. Like, they are going to scrap the toy, like, scrap the trash and play with the toy. But that's not true. We're in a different generation where kids understand phones and internets. Like, shoot, I feel like I see these kids understanding how to use an iPad before they even know how to use the bathroom yet. So then you're going to tell me that there's not a kid capable out there of reading the box or seeing a www and typing it in, whether the kid is 10, 12, 4 years old. When do they start using the iPad? Like 2? Like, they're over here on the iPad ordering things, and they don't even, you can't even eat the food yet. How are you ordering that on DoorDash? Quote, Mattel is made aware of the misprint on the packaging of the dolls sold in the U.S., primarily in the U.S. Trying to corrupt our children, huh? It was intended to go to wickedmovie.com, but it went to wicked.com. Consumers who have already bought the product are advised to discard the packaging or obscure the link and contact Mattel. Target, Walmart, and Amazon removed the line of their Wicked dolls, which the dolls are okay. Can we find a picture of them online? I thought the Ariana Grande one, the face is, I just say like a doll, you can only get so close. So I guess it's as good as they can get. Leave a comment below. What do you think? Do you think it looks like Ariana, or do you think there's something a little bit off? It's unclear if Mattel will reprint the packages or provide retailers with stickers to cover up the incorrect website domain, which kind of sounds like a smart idea on paper, but it's not. It kind of reminds me of when Kimberly Kardashian launched her Skims. She actually called it kimono, and she decided to just cover up all the labels of kimono with Skims, which is fine. But in this case, if you think about the goal is to protect children, well, sticking a sticker on a box, I mean, that's just asking for me as an adult child to just peel it off. So that's not going to solve any problem. Editor-in-chief says it was likely an innocent oversight that made it through the normal processes, which I cannot believe they're pushing hundreds of thousands of products and there's not one person who saw this. I mean, I had a career in the government and we did things with the data and reports, and we had to release certain things, and the amount of people it went through to make sure everything was clear and in the good, there's no way with the amount of money they were going to pull in with this product that they just had an oversight. Like, what do you mean? Already dozens of Mattel's dolls in the misprinted packages are available on eBay, being resold for up to $2,000. And as you guys can see right up here, we've got the Wicked website. Again, please don't go and check it out unless you want to go and see some girl on girl auction, a different kind of Wicked, you know, a different type of a Glinda and Alpha. Oh my gosh. Oh, now I'm starting to think of things and I don't like that. Ew, intrusive thoughts. Goodbye. Now, of course, Twitter was lit over this situation. This person wrote, F these people. Parents won't protest. F them too. America is dumb as F. Which I do not agree with the dumb as F thing. I don't like slandering our country. This country allowed me to be a gay man and to be on YouTube and to have a voice. So not gonna, there's a lot of things we could talk bad about it, but when I think about some of my good friends who live in Russia, the way that they were threatened by their own government, it's scary. Like, we do not live in a free world, I'll tell you that. This person writes, I mean, a movie entitled Wicked that's made for children is bad enough. However, the website link, I cannot put into words how mad I am by this. The most disturbing part is that the parents won't do anything. Which is true. It's like the people who are kind of more conspiracy theorists on Twitter will be upset all day, but the parents are like, scrap the box. I guess their kids aren't on the iPad.
I don't know, guys. I just don't think that this was a mistake on Mattel's part. Major merch releases through so many big brands for Wicked movie. And you mean to tell me that somebody missed this? Someone on the team? How many checks does it have to go through? I just have a hard time believing that someone's main job was this. And then they have a product team and they go through check and it still slipped up. And I read somewhere that was probably just a placeholder and it accidentally just went through. Let's normalize using placeholder in all capital letters. And also, I'm pretty sure that this is not the first time a children's toy has been linked to some questionable things that are definitely not meant for kids. Just seems like it might have been intentional.
We must protect our children, people. I know I'm over here exposing the corruption in Hollywood, but I think you guys can also tell that I have, I have a moral compass that really feels towards those who are victims, accusers, or those who cannot speak for themselves. And children, they don't know what's coming towards them because they are susceptible. And when we've got adult websites printed on our kids' toys, we need to question who is providing our kids with these toys and what other things are out there that we're not even seeing. Now let's talk about Ethan Slater. You guys know I love to talk about SpongeBob, Mr. Leave His Child and his wife. How wicked bosses covered up Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater's romance over fears it could harm the film. Honestly, from the jump, ever since I learned about, the affair, I was curious to how the executives felt about this because it could steer a lot of attention away from the film. I mean, in my opinion, I would say it already has. Comment below. I mean, I know the film has gotten a lot of press, but everyone's heard about the Ethan Slater thing. I'm not saying it's talked about more right now, but everyone's still aware of it. I mean, I think when I see the film, I don't know how I'm going to not think about their relationship behind the scenes. Ever since it was revealed that Ariana Grande was dating her Wicked co-star, it looks like the executives have been putting in work. With a $145 million budget and the release date coming up, it looks like studio executives were worried about the impact of their relationship. Insiders claim the couple were instructed to disappear for 6 months and hope that the backlash would die down before the musical hit cinemas. And it actually seems like they did follow the boss's rules because we didn't see them out for a long time. It kind of makes me think that Ariana Grande's divorce was sped up so quickly, and so was his, so they could be single by the time the film, or at least not married by the time the film came out. When news of the relationship first broke, studio executives were extremely worried. They were feeling the heat, and Ariana Grande and Ethan were instructed to go away, so they did. An insider said that Ariana and Ethan are professionals, so they know better than to bring their personal relationship to promotional events. Ariana was terrified that her personal actions would cause this film to bomb. They are both divorced, and people have moved on from this. So Ariana is kind of in the clear. I mean, there are still some people who are side-eyeing her. I mean, no matter who she is, Ariana Grande or not, you do not leave your man alone with her, and you don't allow them to have eye contact for more than like 10 seconds, because after that her spell starts to kick in. Because they're doing a bunch of press to promote this movie, of course people are asking Ethan about Ariana, and here's a little bit of him talking about him helping her out when she was in her dress and, you know, being the amazing boyfriend that Ari says that he is.
There's this adorable moment of you helping Ariana with her training in Australia. What's it like to share this experience together?
I'm so proud of Ariana. She's incredible in this movie. She and Cynthia are mind-blowing in this movie. And I think I'm not alone in the cast of feeling just kind of privileged to be able to witness that chemistry on set. I've been a hardcore Wicked fan for 20 years. To be part of this movie is, I don't know, it's a crazy dream come true.
Despite Ethan being asked about Ariana Grande, it looks like people were instructed not to discuss their relationship at all. But I mean, you can't stop the press. It looks like the pair's relationship is no longer an issue for the bosses. As more preview clips have been shared with the world, it looks like some fans were questioning whether Ariana was the right choice for Galinda, which I think a lot of people are saying yes. I'm actually going to go and see this film on the 24th of the month. I don't know when it comes out. Like, I think it's the 18th, but I'm not entirely sure. If you guys are going to go and see it, leave your thoughts in the comments below. Again, tryfume.com/Sloan. Go and grab yours now. Thank you, Fume, for sponsoring this video, and enjoy. Actually, I've never seen Wicked live, like the story, and my boyfriend's obsessed, so he was like, oh, we got tickets, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. Was I rushing to it? No, because I don't know anything about Wicked, but I am excited to see it because I love a good like cultural phenomenon, and like what a perfect time to learn the story. But I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below. If you have plans to go and see the movie, comment your date below. I'm like interested to see, like, have we like bought out our tickets, or is LA just the only theater that's like booked out for a couple weeks? But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love being here with you guys, and I had fun with this one. Some of you guys were like saying, oh, Sloan, I feel like in the last, like, you know, 6 months, you've like loosened up, you've gotten funnier. And, you know, maybe I just got more comfortable and safer in my safe place that we call this channel, titled Sloan. Look at the artwork's updated too. Oh, look at the hand. It's the hand for me. I took my beauty filter off too, guys. I'm just like, you know what? People were telling me I look sick and ill on Instagram, and I was like, you know what? If they think I look this way on Instagram, it's because the beauty filter is hitting too hard on YouTube. So let's just take it off and give them, when I'm working, like my eyes are starting to water because I'm like nervous talking about that. I'm like, oh, I'm telling them I don't want to be. It's fine. I feel fine with how I look. Like, I'm a guy. I feel like back in the day, like, guys didn't care at all what they look like. So of course I do care some, but sometimes I'm just like, damn, I'm just like a human. Like, you think the bear wakes out of the woods and he's like, oh, you know, like, I've got, you know, he doesn't care. I just, like, as long as I got my coffee, my microphone, my camera, and my one good light, because trust. Let's see how I look without the slide on. Honestly, not as bad. Not as bad as I thought it would be. Okay, I'm done messing around with you guys. I love you so much. I'll see you in a new video soon. Bye, guys.